Welcome back to the New Daisy Theater on Beale Street in Memphis, home of the Blues. And tonight, it could be Miami with the Blues because they could go to last place if this keeps up. They won the first one, but they've lost the last two.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the light heavyweight bout of the evening from the New Daisy Theater and the World Series of Boxing. Fighting out of the blue corner from Las Cruces, New Mexico, Zelo Shabazz.
Well, if you haven't seen Sijui lately, sporting a new hairdo, 25 years old, years experience, 2008 Golden Gloves national champion. He's fought in China, Ireland, Puerto Rico, England, Australia, Great Britain. Went to New Mexico State University. Used to be a banger, but he's been working really hard this season. Started slow this year, Sean, but coming back lately.
I'll tell you, and he's just gotten better and better because he is trying to change his style. Very difficult thing to do. He went from a banger to a gritty fighter. Now he's thinking in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing your Memphis force, fighting out of the red corner from his hometown of Szello, Hungary, Emery Zelo.
Take a look at that mug. That's right out of Central Casting, as they say in Hollywood. Eastern European prototype.
And tough.
Just won his 10th Hungarian national championship. After he won his debut in the World Series of Boxing, he got cut against Sijui. This is a rematch back in November, but he won a unanimous decision. I mean, he blew out Sijui. Sijui would be a big test to see how much he's improved because this guy is the real deal.
Well, in that fight with Sijui, he started strong and he faded a little bit in the final few rounds, but he is a tough fighter and he's not afraid to get hit a couple of times to land one of his own. As we take a look at these two on the head-to-head, you can see a little bit older is Zelo, and a little bit taller is Sijui. Sijui has twice as many fights, and that may make a difference. Twice as many fights in this tournament. That may make a difference in the later rounds, but I'll tell you what, Zelo has got a lot of experience. This is a fighter who's been around the block.
At Memphis in January, his second fight, it took him a while. He was off for almost 2 months with that slight cut. He told me tonight, as much in Hungarian, sort of, which I speak fluently. Yes,
Hungarian.
Then the cut's all right, and then he took on Kennedy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
Mexico
referee
City.
for this light heavyweight bout,
And he lost that fight.
Judges Ricky Webb, Larry Fickerly, and Jose Bonet.
The referee's going to be
Tony Germain,
right there.
Not very Germain in the ring. He is a good referee on top of the action.
There's Sijui getting ready to go. Getting set for the light heavyweight fight tonight between Zelo Shabazz on the right side of your screen and Emery Zelo. Getting final instructions.
I want to see you clean bout. Protect yourself in all time. Obey my command in all time. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Tony Germain out of Canada, your referee. Zelo Shabazz out of Las Cruces, Mexico. A college graduate from New Mexico State. And he's had to really use all his wits and savvy to improve his standing in the World Series of Boxing this year.
Well, he is a learning fighter in there. He tries to think about what he's doing and where he's going, and both in and out of the ring. Very religious young man. And he does expect for Zelo to come right after him.
Zelo was an Olympian in Beijing for Hungary. First round here at the New Daisy Theater on Beale Street in Memphis, Tennessee. Zelo Shabazz on the right side of your screen fighting for Miami. Memphis is Emery Zelo from Hungary. Good jab right there off the bat. Siju's going to work that jab if he can to keep this guy off of him. They know each other. They fought before. They know what to expect.
Szello has the lead in that. He won their meeting.
He just outground him is what he did.
That's the kind of, he's just a hard, he's kind of a nasty fighter. He just wants to get in there and brawl and just make it a tough fight. Just a gritty fighter.
He'll eat a lot of punches, too. He got cut from a Sijui punch in that first fight. Like I said, he had to come back from it. Sijui got a stoppage last time out, so that's how far along he's come.
Yeah.
Over a good fighter from Sweden by way of Uganda, Kennedy Katende, Mexico City. I thought it was going to be a great matchup, but he got him out of there. He cut Katende with a punch, and they stopped it after 3 rounds, and Sijui got the stoppage, and downstairs right there, digging the body punch. Now watch Emery as he gets warmed up. He'll start, his activity will pick up as the rounds go on.
And he's a little unconventional because he'll throw a 1-2, a jab and a cross, and then a right uppercut to the body, right there. Oh, and you get hit on those ribs over there for a few rounds. You stop throwing that left hand so fast. You're not so sharp on that left jab.
Light heavyweight division here. The ring is, if we've pointed out all night, it's kind of on the small side. It looks really small when these two guys are in there.
And they can hit in this light heavyweight class, 178 pounds.
Siju's worked his way into better shape this season.
Yeah.
He's been a very active fighter. He lost his first 2 fights. Didn't get discouraged. We told him he has some. Well, Pat Burns hasn't given up on him. He said, Pat Burns, if you listen to me, we'll turn you into a better fighter, and that's been the case.
You know, you have to rely on your corner.
Dig into the body.
In a tournament like this, those body shots will accumulate. They hurt, and they will wear down your opponent.
And you need to get to him early, too, because you only got 5 rounds if you're going to chop him down that way. Zelo keeping that pressure, coming straight forward. Shabazz hasn't used a lot of his movement. He's been in there pumping that jab out there, but he hasn't brought anything behind it.
Well, that's some of the conditioning that these kids have gotten into. Earlier, he might not have been able to do that. Earlier in this tournament, Sijui might have had to take a break, stay on the outside, breathe, tie up, but here he does not. He's fought himself into condition.
15 seconds remaining, round number 1.
Whoa. One punch, overhand right. The cross landed right on the chin. Picture perfect. Evan Sijui was walking in.
As Emery just gave a grin to his coach over here.
What a punch.
That was a flash punch.
They are light heavyweights. You know, as they
do go down when they get hit with one like that.
As they move up the weight scale, they're throwing 187 pounds behind their punch, and there's not many that can withstand a shot like that. Look at this, picture perfect. Watch him turn over this right cross.
Boom.
Crack right on the chin, and then he comes back to the left hook. But the left hook landed. You know, 3 punches downstairs to the body, and look how the opponent. Your guy is reaching for his own cross.
And he follows up beautifully.
Sijui goes down. He tries to wind up for that right cross, and he gets tagged. Man, nice work, Imre. Look at the smile. Look at that. Nice and relaxed over there in that corner. They got some work to do. Pat Burns saying, keep those hands, keep that right hand up. You got to be careful you don't cock your right hand when you throw it. That's when you can get clocked if you cock your right hand.
We're in the second round light heavyweight division, a 10-8 round for Emery Zelo, who put Zelo Shabazz down with a beautiful right cross and followed up with a left. And he's going to come right back out and go right back to work if he can. Sijui just got caught in the wrong position, threw a punch and got countered. One of the most perfect shots you can ever textbook. I mean, you can't counter any better than that.
That's the experience from Emery Zelo.
This guy was born to fight, 10 times Hungarian champion. He's quick, too. He's got good head movement.
He's just tough in there.
Hard-nosed fighter. If he can dig down and come back from that knockdown. 10-8 rounds, so he only got 4 rounds left if he makes it that far. Nice uppercut right there from Emery Zelo, the Hungarian fighting from Memphis in the purple trunks.
Boxing for 14 years is Emery Zelo.
Sijui is a little tentative tonight.
I imagine that.
I
you get knocked out in the first round, you start carrying that right hand higher.
Yeah, he sure did.
So you're worried about getting knocked down again. There's a good right hand again from Szello. Is just a tough fighter.
Got big legs. Strong foundation. Now, trying to work his way into Sijui. Coming in now.
Siju's best punch is that left hand. He's got a good right hand, but the left hand, in my opinion, is much better. That's his payoff punch.
Round number 2 in the light heavyweight division, scheduled for 5. Zelo Shabazz way behind.
Sure,
after that first round.
Wow, what a shot that was.
Zelo.
You could see him wilt in that. In that punch, Emery landed and Shabazz just wilted. That just took a lot of energy
trouble
out
right
of him.
now.
Yeah, he's in trouble. A lot of trouble.
He's in a lot of trouble. I think Zelo's going to jump on him and see if Shabazz can answer. He needs a big punch of his own here, because Zelo is just beating him down.
And pressure, too.
Look at this. Constant pressure. Look at his good foot
pace.
movement. Look at his foot movement. The way he gets in and out. He's just a, like I said, he's right out of central casting.
He's just mean.
He's mean and lean and not too much in between.
I must break you. That's what he is. And he starts off with the body. Emery does. Starts at the body and works his way to the head. Shabazz for Sijui. Get that jab working. Get that
Body
jab working.
shot.
Quit closing with him. You're right on top of him. Get that jab working. Keep him on the end. Throw long punches. You got to protect your chin if you're Sijui.
I think he knows that now.
Keep your head up, says the referee. You know, that's true. When you bend over at the waist like that, your opponent has the advantage on you.
Yep.
Squat down. Bend your knees.
Zelo bouncing off the ropes, and the ropes bending greatly with the light heavyweight division. Zelo trying to land a right counter to Sijui, who's trying to steal this round at the end. It's going to be tough to do.
Wow, just a busy
All right, here's
second
Pat
round.
Burns working with Sijui. We got a chance to talk to Pat Burns about the development of this fighter.
Sijui is our light heavyweight. Is a hell of a fighter. He lost the first couple of fights, and he's completely turned it around. He's won his last 2 fights. He's getting better. He's working really, really hard. He's got a common opponent, and we expect to see him do really well.
Except for that first round.
Well, you know, you got to deal with the cards that you got to play the hand you're dealt.
That's right.
You know, he's down in the first, but Pat Burns is such an optimistic trainer and a positive trainer and role model. Get him out there.
Round number 3 scheduled for 5, light heavyweight division. Emery Zelo's in the purple trunks with the orange trim, the Hungarian champion 10 times, taking on Zelo Shabazz from New Mexico, who was an Olympic team participant and a Golden Gloves national champion. And he's got to come back in this fight from getting knocked down in the first round with a beautiful right cross.
Yeah, he has been carrying his hands higher since that first round, Sijui has.
Coach Bradley over here for Emery wants him to work to the body, which he's doing.
You know, that's great advice from Coach Bradley, and I absolutely agree. I concur. Hit the body, and you know what? The hands will start coming down from Sijui. You know, right now, Sijui is protecting his chin because of that first round knockdown. He remembers that still.
Big right hand right there that Sijui picked off with that left glove is holding very, very high.
Yeah, and look at the strength. Look at the strength of Emery.
Lead right
Upper
from
body.
Emery. Emery Zelo from Hungary. It's a big fight for Sijui because he lost this guy once before.
Well, you got to figure how you've grown too as a fighter.
He knows him. They know each other very well. They
do. Well, when Emery was here before, he was in the United States a short period of time, just getting here from Hungary, and having difficulty getting acclimated too.
He's doing a good job of hitting and not getting hit.
Tonight, yeah.
He's doing a good job there. That jab's getting through, but faked the right hand and came back with a left.
Nice work from him. And he stepped over with it too, put more power behind the punch.
He got caught on the way out right there from Sijui's right hand. Sijui's now, he's trying to step it up, holding his hands lower now.
Now look who's boxing. Is he worn out? Emery moving around. Is he a little bit of fatigue set in for him? Or is he still looking for that big one punch, that right hand?
He could do a good job as a lead right. He's been flashing that lead right out there. He got Sijui turned around just right there. Sijui trying to land his right hand. Sijui's getting stronger.
Can he come back? Can he come back?
He needs to find that level.
Smiled when he went down, but he's terribly focused here.
Now, they're street fighting now. Zelo trying to let it rip right there. Don't hit on the back of the head, says Tony Germain. Have another fast round, round 3, scheduled for 5 here. The New Daisy Theater in Beale Street in Memphis, Tennessee. 10 seconds coming up in round 3. Look at Sijui go to work here, Sean. He stepped it up, babe.
Pressing the attack, and he's throwing punches. That's how you win fights.
That's a good round for Shabazz.
It was. Still trying to recover from that first round knockdown. And he did come on strong toward the end of that third round. And it looked, too, that Emery kind of slowed a little bit there in that third. I think,
let's listen to
Shabazz sensed it.
For one shot. You need to keep putting your combinations together. Watch your balance. You're getting a little bit loose. You're landing punches, but you're not getting anything on it, okay? A little better balance, okay? All right. Breathe and relax. Don't be too anxious about that, Abe. That's the tape.
What do you think he's telling him over there? You're down.
He's telling him go for the knockout, and the combination punch is the secret. You got to get those.
We got a tape issue
punches
over there that maybe they're buying a little more time. They wouldn't do that, would they?
That's great work, actually. That's planned. That's nice work from. Yeah, Pat Burns is such a pro. He's such a pro.
Give him a few more seconds, right?
He's such a
round
pro.
number 3 scheduled for 5 here, light heavyweight division in Memphis. If Emery Zelo can win this fight for Memphis, they are out of last place. And that would mean something to these young men. Right hand got in right there from Shabazz. The left hand got in from Shabazz. He's trying to turn this thing around after getting nearly knocked out in the first round. Emery getting hit.
Yeah. Getting hit, but also digging the body is Emery. There's Szello.
Emery Zelo's in the purple trunks.
Good punches from Zelo. He throws a 1-2 and then he gets out. Oh, ooh, that hurt.
Ooh, that whistled right by. If that had landed, and Sijui's gained a lot of confidence since that first round. He sort of let himself go. They want him to throw combinations. You can't just throw one punch. But I tell you what, he's taking some body shots.
Shabazz has a lot of talent, but you're right. How much the body shots hurt him? How much air has that taken from him? Sometimes you can't help.
Round 4.
Sometimes you can't help but get hit in the body. And if you have your preference, you allow your opponent to hit you in the body instead of in the head. If you get in the head, you go to sleep. That doesn't help you. You hit in the body, it hurts, but you don't go to sleep with it. It hurts for days, but you don't go to sleep. Right in the chin, you go sleepy by.
The Sijui, different fighter in round 4 than he was in round 1, 2.
Can you hear those punches to the body?
Yes.
Oh, Imre is digging in there. Yeah. Zelo downstairs again. Sijui trying to put on pressure.
Yeah, he's trying to step it up a little bit. He's trying to step it up a little bit here in round 4. Look, digging to the body again. Body attack.
Shabazz would like to have a knockdown here, at least a knockdown to kind of even the score.
It'll be tough to do. I guess this is one tough Eastern European right here.
He's tough. He keeps his hands down low, and he still fights. It's okay to hit me.
Right hand lead.
There's that cross again.
Yep.
There's that cross.
I think that stunned Sijui a little bit. See, that's probably set up all those body shots. See, bringing those hands down.
You know, it really is a process, too. Shabazz is learning there.
Left hand got in there. Tell you what, this is just like chopping wood, isn't it? Like it's Emery Zelo go to work here on the body, and Sijui's going to be a little bit sore in those ribs.
Oh, those hurt.
20 seconds coming up left in round number 4, scheduled for 5 light heavyweight division.
That was a new punch. In a crowd like this, where you have a small crowd, they can hear the punches. They feel the shots. When you hit somebody with a good punch, the whole crowd.
Sijui trying to turn it around right here at the end. Zelo's been doing a good job of boxing. Emery Zelo. The blood, we got to cut. Wow.
That cut is on the right, around the right eye of Zelo.
And he got cut with
In a
Sijui before.
Bad position. Oh, and it's a bad-looking cut, too.
We got one more round. They got to get him through it. I mean, that's a big development right there. They need to jump up and get something on it. They don't have their kit with them.
The cut is in the eyebrow, in the right eyebrow, just over the eye. It's kind of on the outside orbital of that eyebrow.
I didn't see if it was a punch. I think it was a punch. Did you see any clash of heads in
I
this
did not.
shot?
I did not. It is a vertical cut, though. Many times a vertical cut will mean that the heads came together.
Okay.
They use it. Normally,
okay,
the vertical cuts are.
Let's take some time and listen to Sijui talk about how he's grown in the ring this season.
Well, I've grown a lot. I've grown a lot. In my first 2 matches, I came out and I was still in the amateur type style. I was in there just to box, just to have fun. And after I got 2 losses, my mindset changed, and I realized you can't go in there just to have fun. You got to go in there to beat your opponent up and to put damage on him. So I've changed. I've got a little more aggressive, but still smart, and using my boxing skills and mixing it up. I'm finding a balance of where I can mix my boxing into my fighting and just getting a good balance like that.
He got caught in that first round and got off balance. We got blood flowing down from Emery Zelo, and fighters react either really positive and step it up. He's banging that body right there.
That hurts.
That blood's got his attention.
Left hook to the body is a dangerous weapon.
Oh, he's just caught him on the inside, too. Sijui knows he's got to have this 5th round, I'm pretty sure, in a big way.
And use that blood. Red is a shock to the eyes. You use that blood as a target. You go after that target, just try to hit right on that blood if you're Sijui.
Watching that cut, it's getting pretty bad. It's just pouring out of there, Sean.
Yeah, it is. It's in a bad. It cut a
luckily for
capillary
him
up there. It's pumping.
This is the last round scheduled. Digging the body once again, Zelo. That's the face of a fighter right there.
Oh yeah, he is a tough. It doesn't matter. You know, when you're cut like that, you don't know you're cut many times until your trainer tells you, or you feel the blood dripping down.
Zelo hitting and getting away, moving away. Spin move. Oh, left hand right there. Zelo's put a lot of hard punches in there in this round.
Oh, he is a tough, hard-nosed fighter. And he's fighting through blood. This is guts and determination. When you feel your own blood on your face, and you know you've got blood all over you.
You got blood all over your opponent,
fighting.
too.
You're still fighting in there. And it's on the other side of the world he's from Hungary.
118 left.
Oh, I'm proud of this kid.
It's a bloody... Sijui taking a seat real quick. Blood getting in the eye of Emery Zelo. It's bothering him. He's blinking a lot, but he's just digging away. Digging to the body. Sijui's
blinking.
Yeah, he can't see. He's blinking right now. And Sijui is going to have some sore ribs, to say the least.
Wow.
Nice left hand snuck in there. This just turned the warrior out in Zelo. That blood coming down just ignited him in this 5th round. 45 seconds left in the light heavyweight fight.
And what hard from him, and what an opportunity for Shabazz. Sijui just waiting, though, looking for that final bell as well.
Yeah, they both spent pretty much all the punches they've thrown. I mean, goodness,
what
it's
a
been a war.
fight! What a fight!
Oh, Zelo really having problems with the blood in his eye.
Talking about the heart from Zelo, I want to talk about the heart from Shabazz. In that first round, he could have stayed on the canvas. He got up and he's fought his heart out since. He's fought with knowing that throughout this match. Doctor going to take a look at that cut, and you see there it is. It's a vertical cut, and it's in an ugly location. Are there 2 cuts there? There may be 2 cuts.
Maybe 2 cuts now.
Yeah.
And Zelo comes out and just throws a big one. He just hit him right on the chin.
20 seconds left in the
18
round.
seconds, and then look at Zelo. He wants to close this thing out. Shabazz hanging in there. Both fighters weary. Look at that hamburger face on Zelo. Nice left hand from Shabazz right there. What a show. What a show.
Wow. Intensity, and the tempo of this fight increased. Remember that first round? Wow, I thought it was going to be over quickly, but
they need to get something on
hanging in there and getting cut. You know, they had the coagulants that they are able to use. Adrenaline 1 to 1,000. Adrenaline is a coagulant they put on a cotton swab and try to coagulate that cut. But That is in a bad location.
Shabazz did a good job working on it, too. He went right at it.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? When he got cut, Zelo got more aggressive, more intense. He started landing to the body even more, and we were in the 5th round. And that's unfortunate for Zelo because that puts him out for, 100 days. The cut heals 1% per day. So he should be out for 100 days before it's
All right, let's send it
fully
for the
cured.
announcement. Now let's send it up to ring announcer Chuck Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the results in this light heavyweight bout: Judge Webb 50-44, Judge Farabee 49-45, Judge Bonnet 48-46. The winner, Emery Zelo.
Well, there you go. Memphis has just pulled out of last place, folks. And that's got to make them feel good. Zelo won this big because he had the 10-8 round.
Excuse me, I am not speaking English. Thank you very much here, Memphis. His team, 3 coach, I Ali's friend. Thank you very much.
All right, Emery, his English has improved, certainly. Let's see some more from Sean O'Grady here, thanking the crowd. He's one happy customer. Sean?
Thank you, Alan. Well, he's a happy man, and he's still learning English. But Emery Zelo, congratulations on this victory. What a nasty cut. How much did that make you change your style?
Change style, my. I don't dance, fight.
That made you more intense. It made you angry, didn't it?
Oh, sorry. No, I don't know.
Well, I think it did make you more intense. You wanted to win this fight.
Next VSB season, Imre go home, and October come here Memphis. Yes, Imre perfect English. Okay.
That's perfect. Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what. Hey, how about that? How about that, Memphis? Anybody here speak fluent Hungarian? Come on up. Thank you. Way to go. Nice job. Way to go. Nice job tonight.
Oh, that puts a smile on your face. One happy Hungarian right there gets a big win tonight. So the best news, his team's so happy. They've been berated all year, been in last place, and they managed to get a victory tonight. Excuse me, I'm getting an update here. The heavyweight's coming up. It'll be Leroy Cam Thompson versus Paul Kuhn. We're on Beale Street in Memphis, World Series of Boxing.